One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Steelers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a long.
For one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Prescott. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Colby Wadman to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the 3rd running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now throwing on 1st down here. He finds Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. From the 10, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal. Powell. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. George Karlaftis in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Powell, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flag the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Jacobs going to try the middle. It's a room to maneuver. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Counter play with Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Faking the handoff, Howell. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses on about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Browns are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. Caught by Allen. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half It didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Slot man moves right. Second and 10, Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Howell throwing on third down here.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now a give to Jacobs running right.
$93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On second down, Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion left goes Boyd. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Once again, it's Jacobs. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
This is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense beat a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing here, Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Moore used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It will be 58 yards from here. Third and long, here's Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
second down. Jacobs once more.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Prescott now. Allen's got it complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Prescott to throw on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Powell to throw.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Here's Howell. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Donald Parham.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's Prescott. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now Prescott. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Dak.
And he's got Dorsett complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.